Travel history plays a very significant role in the evaluation process of B1, B2 visa. My name is Patty. Welcome back to my channel. On here, I share videos on travel, vlogs, and of course, immigration, just like so. I've been having a lot of questions on my channel if a travel history is a must. For those who have travel history, some do ask me, can I keep it one side? Must I mention it in my application process? Or is it even necessary? If you are watching this video and you have a travel history, I think you need to watch this video right to the end. In this video, I'm going to be sharing with you 7 tips on the importance of having a travel history when you're applying for your US B1, B2 visa. Without further much ado, let's dive straight into the video. First of all, we need to know the importance of a travel history. The travel history provides valuable insight into an applicant's travel patterns, the adherence to visa regulations, and overall credibility. A well-documented travel history is very crucial for your B1, B2 visa category. The most important aspect of a travel history for a B1, B2 is that it demonstrates compliance with visa rules. Number 1. A consistent record of international travel, especially to countries with strict immigration controls, can indicate that you adhere to visa regulations and return to your home country within the allowed time frames. The compliance reassures U.S. visa immigration officers that you are likely to respect the terms of your B1, B2 visa. And again, I'm going to go back to my own personal example. I have almost like 23, I've been to almost 23 to 25 countries. And when I was applying for my US visa, I made sure to quote all of those countries because, of course, they know that you've traveled to so and so country and you don't want to falsify this information that, for example, you've been to country A, why you've not been there. They're gonna know. I remember during my interview when I told the visa officer, when he asked me what is your travel history, and I mentioned, and she's like, I trust you, I know. I was like, okay, how did you know? So they know all of this information. You want to make sure you're providing precise information. If you're having a travel history, it is a plus to increase your chances of getting that B1, B2 visa. Number 2, it shows intent to return home. A robust travel history can help prove your ties to your country. Frequent international trips with timely returns suggest strong personal, professional, or family commitment, supporting your claim that you intend to return home after your visit to the United States. This is a strong social ties. This shows that you always travel to one country and you always return back to your country. In this case, I have never been to any country, or I have never been to any country and overstay my allocated time. I always make sure to return before the date that I've been given to enter that particular country, on or before. It is very important to respect this date. And the visa officers, they have this history, and when they see that, okay, you've been to country A, B, C, D, and you've respected time and come back, it improves the chances of them giving you or issuing you a B1, B2 visa, because they can trust you're going to visit the United States and you're going to go back to your country. That also counts as a social ties when you're applying for your B1, B2 visa. Point number 3, builds credibility and trust. Of course, having a history of travel to multiple countries without any immigration violations builds your credibility. It shows that you are a genuine traveler who respects international laws, making it easier for visa officers to trust your intentions. Of course, if you're visiting a country and, just like I said in point number 2, and you respect your stay, they're going to build that trust. It's going to build them the trust, and they're not going to waste time. If they want to issue you a visa, they're going to give to you. But again, like I said, is this a requirement? Is a travel history a requirement? No. Travel history is not really a requirement, because people have been able to travel to the United States with zero travel history. And they've been able to make it here. But if you have been to many countries and you do have this travel history, is it a plus? I will say yes, it's a plus, because of these reasons we enumerating. Number 4, it facilitates visa approval. Why? During the visa application process, consular officers review your travel history to assess your eligibility and the likelihood of your overstaying your visa. A positive travel record can significantly enhance your chances or visa approval by demonstrating responsible travel behavior. Improves visa approval like real up there, because if you've been to countries and you respect your stay, you respect everything, you are within time frame, you don't overstay, you don't do anything, then when you come to the United, not just the United States, it applies to other countries too, then you can be, your approval rate is going to be high as compared to someone that maybe went to country B and maybe overstayed, maybe asked for extensions. Maybe you've been to Germany, you'll be like, okay, you were supposed to visit for 1 month and you asked for an extension, they gave you 1 more month or 2 months, and you moved to country B just like that, asking for extensions. When you come to the United States now, or when you're applying, they're going to be like, okay, but what is going on with this particular person? They're always asking for extensions. Should we give him or her the visa, or should we do another check again? So this basically improves your approval rate if you don't ask for extension wherever you go. Number 6, eases the entry process. Why? At the port of entry, officers might review your travel history to confirm the consistency of your travel patterns. A solid history of lawful travel can expedite your entry process as it aligns with your stated purpose and duration of visit, reducing the chances of additional scrutiny or questioning. Yes, people, I don't know if you've watched my video on frequently asked questions upon port of entry. I'm going to link it somewhere here. It is very important. When you are in front of the visa officer, if you've traveled before, you will notice there are some people that tend to spend more time in front of the visa officer because they're asking them tons and tons of questions. This can be one of them, because if you've had a travel history, like I mentioned in the other point, and you're constantly doing extensions anywhere you go or everywhere you go, when you come, they're going to question you. They ask you, like, why do you keep doing this? Are you going to do the same thing when you get on here? You're visiting for 2 weeks, 3 weeks. Where are you going to be staying? Which hotel? Can you show proof? Can you show proof of return ticket? Can you do this? What's your social ties and all of that? So all of this can help. It can increase the chances of too many questions. So that is the importance if you're having a travel history. Number 6 is support your purpose of visit. For B1 visa holder, a history of travel business can substantiate your claim of legitimate business activities. Similar, for B2 visa holders, previous entry for tourism or visiting family can reinforce your stated purpose of travel, making it easier to convince the visa officer of the validity of your stay. This I'm not going to do too much explanation, because the purpose of your visit should be clear and it's going to help you when it comes to travel history. And of course, let's move to the last one, is mitigate concerns of overstay. That's the last point of the importance of having a travel history. A positive travel history helps mitigate concerns about potential overstay or illegal activities. By showing that you have consistently left other countries within the authorized period, you help elevate fears that you might overstay your visa in the United States. Just like I mentioned, this is easy because, of course, anybody that admits you in their country, security is of utmost importance. So they look into that. They don't want to admit any kind of person into their country for fear of the unknown. So it is very important when they check your travel history. These are the important aspects that they get to find. So in summary, a travel history is very important when it comes to the B1, B2 visa. It is not a requirement. It is not a must. But having a travel history increases your chances. And now, there are so many myths when it comes to B1, B2 visa category. You don't want to miss the next episode, as I will bring to you the myth that surrounds the US visa. Thank you so much for watching, and if you watch up to this point, don't forget to subscribe and also thumbs up. Thank you so much, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.